Hello guys, now I want to teach you how to use Amplify Shader Editor to create your shader faster and faster, too faster than writing your shader by hand. Unity scripting is too simple and fast. We don't need any visual script editor because writing a script is too fast. It's a logical work because we are speaking with CPU, but when you are writing shaders you are speaking with GPU. In GPU we don't have any logic. You just multiply colors, work with layers, and change colors, change intensity and so on. Nothing is based on logic, but writing a script is logical. You are speaking with CPU. So writing the code for CPU is too simple, but when you are writing shaders is not simple. So we must use shader editors to get some most beautiful results in minutes or seconds or days. It's not important. Okay. You can open Amplify Shader Editor. This is a visual shader editor for your surface shader programming. You can see your shader output, albedo, normal, emissive, metallic, smoothness, ambient occlusion, transmission, translucency. Easily, you can easily get access to here your shader name. My shader amplify, my shader diffuse. I am diffuse. This is my first diffuse shader. First you must save your shader, diffuse my I am first shader. After this you must change your name, my shader, my diffuse. Now you can save your shader. Here is auto save option. It's not good in performance, but this is save manually is better choice. Here is your shader type. Post processing is not important. Here you must select surface shader, lighting model, standard, specular, Lambert, bidding for unlit, custom lighting. We know what is this for types. Standard PBR, shader model, float fix, backface cooling, render type, cast shadows, receive shadows. It's not important. Fallback, diffuse, legacy shader diffuse. This is the fallback. If your shader has not supports on your target device, here is render type, opaque, transparent, cutouts and so on. Opaque. Here is your render. Q as a geometry, alpha test, transparent. Okay. Blend alpha. Here you can find this on other documented tessellation. When you are working on tessellation, I'll be in the cover view. Here you can see your rendering platform. For example, you want to use tessellation, so you must remove the X9, open GLES2, and here if you want to write tessellation. If you want to write a diffuse shader, you can run your shader on all platforms. Okay, this is the first settings. Save your shader and watch the shader generated in text editor. As you can see here, you have options. Created the shader for you. Here is the node information, don't touch it. Okay, now we want create a Albedo diffuse texture public property. Right click here and press sampler texture sample. Name it as the Albedo or diffuse. Attach to Albedo and save your shader. As you can see here, we have my shader diffuse. You have Albedo. Okay. This is so simple. Amplify shader Detour to create a property, multiply it to Albedo. So simple. And now we want to multiply into a color. Right click, write the color, or shortcut hold down 5K and press and left click to create a color. Name it to color. The default value is white. This is a property. This is a property because we want to send this property into inspector. For now, hold down M and press to create a multiply. Multiply color into Albedo, result into Albedo. Fix now. Okay, here you can see color multiplied into Albedo. See your shader code. This is the color as a property. Here is multiplied color into Albedo. If you chose constant, you cannot see your property here, your variable here. So select the property. If you don't select the property, your color only works here, only applied here, implemented here. But when you are using property, you can see as a public property in your inspector. Okay, now we want to create a normal map. It's simple. Hold down T or right click, search texture sample, name it to normal map or something you like. Attach to normal, save your shader. As you can see, you have normal map. Easily you have get access to normal map. Normal map. Okay. You want to change the property position. You want to move up the color in top of the Albedo. So select free space to open shader setting, go down, comes down to material properties, drag it on top of the Albedo and watch the shader is in top of your Albedo. Here you can see colors come to top level of the properties. So open your shader editor. You have get access to normal map. You must unpack the normal. This is the Albedo texture and not normal map. This is the normal map. Please unpack as a normal map. The default value should be as a bump. Okay. Now save your shader. You can see bump applied into your texture because your texture sampler is bump and normal map. Here is your normal map escape. you can create a float value or float value, normal map, intensity or scale, both are same as a property. The intensity should be slider. As you can see here, we have intensity, normal map intensity. We want to use limit the value between 0 and 1, so min max 1. Now you have a slider limited between 1 and 0 and 1. If you define min and max, you have a slider. Without this, you have a float property. With this, you have a slider as a public property applied as a scale of the normal map. Okay, now we want to use metallic or smoothness. Create a float, again assign it to as a smoothness, change the name smoothness limited between two value. The default value should be this property to see in your inspector. Okay, as you can see, we have a smoothness. Here you can watch your shader generated code. Everything is automatic. Here is shader nodes don't touch. Here everything is too clean, without bug, without any issue. As you can see, the result is too advanced compared to write the shader by your hand. For example, we have normal map intensity. Here is generated automatically in clean spec. Okay, open your shader again, assign a metallic value or change your shader type to specular. Color, create a color, assign to specular, rename it to specular default value. Okay. Here you can change the specularity with your color. Everything is simple. Okay. Now you can see the shader looks like CryEngine lighting. Okay. You can change the position of the properties. First color, Albedo, normal map intensity, smoothness, specular color, shader color, specular color. Okay. Here you can get control over under your hands. Now we want to multiply smoothness into alpha channels of the albedo. So add a multiply or M shortcut, multiply smoothness and alpha channel, assign it to smoothness. Alpha channel, smoothness, multiply. Now we have a smoothness multiplied into alpha channel. Alpha channel is this. You can customize it. Create a blur effect. Watch the result. As you can see, everything looks different than before. Here you can see an advanced shader, a simple shader with advanced results. I love this type of shader, it's too beautiful. We can also multiply the specular into, for example, G channel. Specular G channel is this one, G green. If you want to see your result preview, press PK on your keyboard, PK, to see your preview, multiply it into together. This is the result. As you can see, specular is more advanced compared to old one. Okay, everything looks advanced. You can also multiply again. Multiply again, and the specular multiply to another float value. Float value as a constant, not public. We want to multiply this value to duplicate the value of specular. Okay, now result is multiply it to 2x. 2x more specular. Okay. You can make it as a public property, a specular multiplier between 1, 2, 3. Now you have specular multiplier. Okay. Now you can access to ambient occlusion, create the texture samples, apply to ambient occlusion, name to owl multi. We don't have any ambient occlusion to apply to this model. Okay, this is so simple. Also, you can create Lambert textures. Easily switch to Lambert for mobile targets. As you can see, we don't have any specularity. Also, we have another building phone, old Unity 4. Shader smoothness should be applied to glows. This is old Unity lighting model, building phone. It's more cheap compared to a specular lighting model. The result is a bit same. It's not too much difference, but it's more cheap. For example, we have better performance on low-end device. For example, you want to work on mobile devices, high-end mobiles, you can switch to building phone to get more performance, or switch to shader model 2, nothing changed. Okay, and PBR, standard PBR. PBR is the most advanced lighting model in Unity or other game engines. Okay. Now we have get access to alpha transparent shaders. You can duplicate your shader, their trans, diffuse transparent. Okay. Now we want to change the shader type to transparent. How to do this? Lighting model is not important. If you want to use transparent shader as a tree leaf shader, you must turn off cooling mode. If you want to use on tree leaves, change the shader type to transparent, render to transparent. Show here for custom blend modes. Okay. Now you have get access to opacity. Opacity is you can assign the float value as opacity. Opacity should be between 0 and 1. Opacity public property. Alpha opacity. You can use opacity, my shader, diffuse, alpha. You can use the float value or use color alpha channel as opacity. Color alpha channel. Color alpha channels as opacity. Okay. Everything is simple. If you watch the shader code, you can see the render type is transparent, Q is transparent, ignore projector true. Now we want to create a tree bark shader. Tree bark shader. I want to find one of my trees. Lighting box or not nature sample models, new tree prefabs, tree. We want to create a PBR leaf texture. So select the leaves, change the shader to my custom transparent, open the code. So change the name, my shader, leaves. Okay, for leaves I want to rework again.